Karnataka's controversial proposal, 14-hour workdays for IT professionals. In a move that has sent shockwaves through India's tech industry, the Karnataka government is considering a bill that would allow IT companies to extend daily working hours to 14, effectively creating a 70-hour work week. This proposal, part of the Karnataka Shops and Commercial Establishments Amendment Bill 2024, has sparked fierce debate and opposition from labor unions and industry professionals alike. The potential impact on Bengaluru, India's Silicon Valley, could be profound, reshaping the work culture and lifestyle of hundreds of thousands of IT professionals. The proposed amendment, Understanding the 14-hour workday. The Karnataka government's proposed amendment to the Shops and Commercial Establishments Act aims to significantly alter the working conditions for IT professionals in the state. Here's a detailed look at the key aspects of this controversial proposal. Current working hour regulations. Under the existing Act, the maximum allowed working hours are 9 hours per day, 48 hours per week. 1 hour of overtime allowed, bringing the total to 10 hours per day. Proposed changes. The new amendment seeks to extend daily working hours to 14. Remove the cap on overtime. Allow for a 70-hour work week. Potential impact on shift systems. The proposed changes could lead to current system proposed system, 3-shift system to shift system, 8-hour shifts 12 to 14-hour shifts, more employees potential job losses. Industry justification. Proponents of the bill argue that increased working hours will boost productivity. It aligns with global competitive practices. Provides flexibility for companies to meet project deadlines. However, critics point out that longer hours don't necessarily equate to higher productivity. It could lead to burnout and decreased work quality. The proposal goes against global trends of reducing work hours. The proposed amendment has raised serious concerns about work-life balance, employee health, and the overall quality of life for IT professionals in Karnataka. Health implications of extended working hours. The potential health impacts of a 14-hour workday are a major concern for employees and health professionals alike. Research indicates that prolonged working hours can have severe consequences on both physical and mental well-being. Physical health risks. Extended working hours have been linked to various physical health issues. Cardiovascular problems. A Huayalo study suggests a 17% higher risk of dying from ischemic heart disease. Stroke. The same study indicates a 35% higher risk of death by stroke. Musculoskeletal disorders. Prolonged sitting and repetitive tasks can lead to chronic pain and injuries. Mental health concerns. The IT sector already faces significant mental health challenges. 45% of IT employees report facing mental health issues such as depression. Anxiety and stress levels are likely to increase with longer working hours. Work-life imbalance can lead to burnout and decreased job satisfaction. Impact on sleep and cognitive function. Long working hours can disrupt natural sleep patterns. Reduced sleep quality and quantity. Increased risk of insomnia and sleep disorders. Impaired cognitive function and decision-making abilities. Long-term health consequences. Prolonged exposure to extended working hours may result in chronic fatigue syndrome, weakened immune system, increased risk of lifestyle diseases like diabetes and obesity. It's crucial for policymakers to consider these health implications when proposing such significant changes to working hours. The potential cost to public health could far outweigh any perceived economic benefits. Economic implications and industry perspective. The proposed 14-hour workday has significant economic implications for both the IT industry and the broader economy of Karnataka. While some industry leaders argue for its necessity, others warn of potential negative consequences. Potential benefits for companies. Proponents of the bill suggest several advantages. Increased output and productivity. Greater flexibility in meeting project deadlines. Potential cost savings through reduced workforce. Economic concerns. Critics highlight several economic drawbacks. Reduced job opportunities as companies opt for fewer employees working longer hours. Potential decrease in overall productivity due to employee burnout. Negative impact on Bengaluru's attractiveness as an IT hub. Impact on startups and small companies. The extended working hours could have varying effects on different types of businesses. Company type potential impact. Large MNCs may adapt more easily due to resources. Startups could struggle with employee retention. SMEs might face challenges in work quality. Global competitiveness. The proposal raises questions about India's position in the global IT market. It could be seen as regressive compared to global trends towards shorter work weeks. May affect India's reputation as a balanced work destination for global talent. Could potentially drive away international investments seeking more progressive work cultures. Innovation and creativity concerns. Extended working hours may have unintended consequences on innovation. Reduced time for personal development and learning. Less opportunity for creative thinking and problem-solving outside work. Potential brain drain as skilled professionals seek better work-life balance elsewhere. The economic implications of this proposal are complex and far-reaching. While it may offer short-term gains for some companies, the long-term effects on the industry's health and Karnataka's economic landscape could be significant. Employee rights and labor laws. The proposed amendment to extend working hours to 14 per day raises significant questions about employee rights and existing labor laws in India. This section examines the legal implications and potential conflicts with current regulations. Existing labor laws in India. India has several laws governing working conditions. The Factories Act, 1948. The Minimum Wages Act, 1948. The Payment of Wages Act, 1936. These laws generally stipulate 8-hour work days, 48-hour work weeks, overtime pay for additional hours, potential conflicts with national laws. The proposed Karnataka amendment may conflict with national labor laws. It exceeds the nationally recognized standard working hours. Questions arise about overtime compensation for extended hours. Potential violation of workers' right to rest and leisure. International labor standards. The proposal also raises concerns about compliance with international labor standards. ILO conventions on working hours and rest periods. UN declarations on human rights and decent work. Global trends towards shorter working weeks and work-life balance. Employee rights at stake. The amendment could potentially infringe on several employee rights. Right to fair working conditions. Right to health and safety at work. Right to family life and personal time. Right to equal treatment, if applied selectively. Legal challenges and potential outcomes. The proposed amendment is likely to face legal scrutiny. Constitutional challenges based on right to life and personal liberty. Potential Supreme Court intervention on labor rights. Possibility of union-led legal actions against the amendment. The intersection of this proposal with existing labor laws and employee rights is complex. Any move to implement such significant changes would likely require careful legal navigation and potential amendments to national labor laws. The IT industry's response and counterarguments. The proposed 14-hour workday has elicited strong responses from various stakeholders in the IT industry. This section explores the reactions and counterarguments presented by industry leaders, employees, and labor unions. Industry leaders' perspectives. Opinions among industry leaders are divided. Some support the move, citing increased global competitiveness. Others warn of potential negative impacts on employee well-being and productivity. Narayana Murthy's statement advocating for a 70-hour workweek has added fuel to this debate. Employee reactions. IT professionals have largely expressed opposition to the proposal. Concerns about work-life balance and personal time. Fears of increased stress and health issues. Worries about job security and potential layoffs. Labor union stance. The Karnataka State ITES Employees Union, KITU, has been vocal in its opposition, calling it the biggest ever attack on the working class, warning of potential job losses due to shift system changes, urging the government to reconsider the proposal. Counterarguments to extended hours. Critics of the proposal present several counterarguments. Productivity concerns. Studies show diminishing returns after certain working hours. Quality of work may suffer with extended hours. Global trends. Many countries are moving towards shorter work weeks. Right to disconnect becoming recognized globally. Talent retention. Potential exodus of skilled professionals to other regions or countries. Difficulty in attracting new talent to the industry. Innovation impact. Less time for personal development and creative thinking. Potential stagnation in technological advancements. Alternative proposals. Some industry experts suggest alternative approaches. Focus on efficiency and productivity rather than extended hours. Invest in technology and automation to boost output. Implement flexible working hours and remote work options. The IT industry's response to this proposal has been largely critical, with many stakeholders emphasizing the need for a balanced approach that considers both business needs and employee well-being. Global context. Work hour trends in the tech industry. To fully understand the implications of Karnataka's proposed 14-hour workday, it's crucial to examine global trends in work hours, particularly in the tech industry. This section provides an international perspective on working hour regulations and practices. Work hour regulations in major tech hubs. Different countries have varying approaches to work hours in the tech sector. Country standard work week notable practices. USA 40 hours flexible hours common in Silicon Valley. Germany 35 to 40 hours strict regulations on overtime. Japan 40 hours recent push to reduce overwork culture. Sweden 40 hours experiments with 6-hour workdays. Emerging trends in work hours. Several global trends are shaping the future of work in the tech industry. 4-day work week trials. Companies like Microsoft Japan reporting increased productivity. Growing adoption in European countries. Flexible working arrangements. Remote work becoming more prevalent. Focus on output rather than hours worked. Right to disconnect laws. France pioneered legislation in 2017. Other EU countries following suit. Tech giants' approaches. Major global tech companies are adopting various strategies. Google, known for its focus on work-life balance and employee perks. Amazon, faced criticism for intense work culture, now working on improvements. Microsoft, experimenting with different work models globally. Impact on international collaborations. The proposed 14-hour workday in Karnataka could affect cross-border project collaborations. Outsourcing decisions by global companies. India's position in the global IT services market. Lessons from other industries. Other industries' experiences with extended work hours offer insights. Manufacturing sectors move towards automation to reduce human work hours. Healthcare industry's recognition of fatigue-related errors in long shifts. Financial sector's efforts to address burnout from long working hours. The global context highlights a general trend towards reduced and more flexible working hours in the tech industry. Karnataka's proposal appears to be moving in the opposite direction, potentially putting it at odds with global practices and expectations in the tech sector. Conclusion. The Karnataka government's proposal to extend working hours to 14 per day for IT professionals represents a significant departure from global trends and raises serious concerns about employee well-being, productivity, and the state's competitiveness in the global tech market. While proponents argue for increased productivity and flexibility, the potential negative impacts on health, work-life balance, and overall job satisfaction cannot be overlooked. The proposal has sparked a crucial debate about the future of work in India's IT sector. It highlights the need for a balanced approach that considers both business needs and employee rights. As the discussion continues, it's essential for all stakeholders, the government, industry leaders, employees, and labor unions to engage in constructive dialogue to find solutions that promote sustainable growth without compromising the well-being of the workforce. Ultimately, the decision on this proposal will have far-reaching implications not just for Karnataka's IT industry, but for India's position in the global tech landscape. It presents an opportunity for the state to either align with progressive global work practices or potentially risk its status as a preferred destination for tech talent and investment. The coming months will be critical in shaping the future of work for hundreds of thousands of IT professionals in India's Silicon Valley.